Hey, YouTube family, we have to literally talk about this. Coach Kevin Stefanski, who gave you the order to get Shedeur injured? I'm not going to add no receipts in this because I only want to speak to real football fans. And before I get started, I want to let the people of Cleveland, the people of Ohio know I love y'all. I'm not attacking y'all no more. That's how strong I stood with Shedeur. And I only got mad at you guys because it's like, who's going to step up? Which Cleveland native is going to say something? The beautiful residents of Ohio, Cleveland to be specific, and I've been to Cincinnati before, I've been to Cleveland before, more of Cincinnati, but Ohio people are the blue-collar class of America. They're the ones who help the American citizens reign. If you look at the work ethics they have, I lost my voice yesterday because I knew 90% of the people watching the games don't know what's going on. Us 10% football fans was... Oh, bro, it's that anger that came out because you seen it. You knew the drill. Raise your hand if you coached before. You don't even have to be a coach to know what goes on. So Kevin Stefanski, come into my table now. Why did you set up your quarterback to get injured like that? Even if you were willing to cut Shador, even if you were getting rid of Shador, why was he left in the game during that moment with third strings and fourth strings? And let's just be real. There were not even really third strings and fourth strings. Majority of those guys you threw in there and flustered in there. I had 2 college coaches hit me up and say, Blez, did you notice? 90% of those guys on the field was guys who are getting cut. They're not going to be on the team anymore. Why would you throw Shedeur inside a brutal gladiator sport such as the NFL, where players get life career-ending injuries at any given moment? At that point, I didn't even care if Shedeur did good anymore because the fix was in. If you guys go to my live stream where we covered the game, and we always cover the game, just remember, you don't get monetized covering NFL games. I don't want any of you bitch niggas to ever cover or judge my heart again. I'm not your favorite YouTubers. They didn't speak the same thing. Like, see, your favorite YouTubers, they don't give a damn about nothing that's going on because they're going to get paid regardless if you add the Sanders name to it. But me, I'm a goddamn father, a black man. I care about people. I don't care what your ethnicity is. I care about people. We know you don't like Shedeur, cool. Why did you purposely try to get that man injured in a career-sustaining injury? I seen it. Shedeur had that look on his face every time the camera panned in into his eyes and face when he would get sacked. It was like, what the fuck are we doing here? This isn't football anymore. This isn't fun anymore. I'm not letting my foot off the gas, but damn, hey, Kevin Stefanski, I'm asking you from human brother to human brother. It's not fun anymore, bro. The world sees what you're doing. We already know there was collusion, there was sabotage. I'm not even speaking about any of that anymore. I'm not even on that no more. I think we're well past that. Are you sabotaging Shedeur? Was there collusion? I think we're well past that. It's evidently clear. But at this point, structurally and mentally, you're an NFL coach 2 times of the year. You've never deserved that. I need to speak to the governing boards. How on earth Kevin Stefanski was given NFL Coach of the Year 2 times? He's reigning NFL Coach of the Year 2 times. What has he ever done for the Cleveland Browns? Are you married, or did you smash one of the mistress of Jimmy Haslam? And I'm releasing everything soon. I dare you to sue me. I will promote this platform with your lawsuit until I'm in that casket. I dare you to sue me. The packages you ran for Shedeur were clearly different than what you ran for Dylan Gabriel and Joe Flacco. And I told everybody that was going to happen because I witnessed you do this during Shedeur's tremendous performance. Shedeur high IQ pocket awareness is what allowed him to beat the Carolina Panthers. You sabotaged him then as well. You threw him in the game with no proper resources of players. The liability there was very clear, but he overcame. Your face that you make whenever Shedeur is on that sideline lets me know anything that's going on more further than anything else. I see you. I see other guys as well. I'm going to dish the Cleveland Brown players, and I'm starting with that bitch nigga named Myles Garrett. Garrett. You got Shedeur going to the hoods of Ohio. Myles Garrett ain't never been there. Don't tell me he's been to the hood. He goes to some white organization where they bring the black kids in that organization to go see their stars. I know that, boy. I'm from South Florida, Broward County, Florida, Melrose Park. Don't play with me. It's not the same thing than going to the hood. I know about them camps. Your parents got to have all this money to pay for them to go to the camps. And even if they're free, you let the other kids, I'm not going to get into that, but you know what I'm trying to say. So a lot of these hood kids don't have their parents to give them rides there because their mom and dad is working more than 9 to 5. So you make it look like Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward and all these people are gracious themselves to the communities, but they're not. They're not. That man Shador is actually going to the grounds on the hoods that I grew up in. Why wouldn't I like the Cleveland Brown residents? I got nothing against y'all. Where is Myles Garrett? He just wanted his money. We're going to talk about him later, but I'm on you, Kevin. Kevin, answer this question, brother. Is it the situation you were going with your wife? Remember, she was getting ready to leave, but we know who she was getting ready to leave you for. Your wife is a public figure now. She decided to go on this internet and you forced my hand. I got a rule here where we don't talk about families, but you're not human. You're mankind. You're not like us. You're similar kind of us, but you are not like us. So I got to come for the wife too and the kids, dog. Dog, it ain't no gloves no more, bro. I'm going to violate. All these videos with no receipts that I'm doing about you should scare you. Imagine the ones I do with receipt. I am the receipt king. Man, forget the receipt king. Kings die. Gods live forever. I'm the receipt god. You got everybody against me and they can never stop my motion. They can't stop my receipt. They don't argue with what I put out there. They just say they don't like me. You know why they don't like me? Them receipts hit goddamn hard. The way Shador was getting hit hard. Hey, Shedeur Sanders, bro, I love you, and this is big brother love. Do not play a goddamn other snap for the Browns organization until they release you. And the biggest secret is, what other team is going to do the same bullshit to Shedeur? We know this. Doesn't matter what team he goes towards, who he goes play for, the same bullshit is going to keep happening. We know this already. We've seen it already. You can't play these semantics no more. Coach Kevin Stefanski, you tried to kill that young man out there today. I don't care if he was playing against cab drivers and Uber drivers. The thing is, this is the NFL. Even the most trashiest player, one hit, he's going to get people out of there. And what's scary about it is, it's not like you gave him protection for the limited players that the Rams had, meaning that you gave him just players who are just trying to make a living for their family but won't make the team. So if they see it's Shedeur on the field, why would they give a damn to give their all for Shedeur? They already don't like Shedeur. Every time Shedeur is on that sideline, you can see it in the other player's face. It's obvious. We see it in your bitch ass face, Coach Kevin. You don't never embrace him on that sideline. He's walking there with a deer in the headlights, slowly looking for you to give him some type of hug, some type of pat on the back. Players appreciate that because it shows you care about your guys. It shows he's not being sabotaged. It shows my coach actually has some level of contrition and love towards me. You have none, bro. I see the difference on how you look at Dillon Gabriel, how you hug Dillon Gabriel on that sideline. When he's walking by, you pat him on the back. Bro, I'm petty, bro. Body language is everything when you from the hood, bro. It gives you the whole goddamn story with no narrator needed, bro. We don't need no commentary for that. Body language speaks 1,000 words without saying it, God. You feel what I'm saying to you? And I'm not talking to you when I say God, Coach Kevin, because God is with me right now. I don't need no fucking receipts. Everybody know what's going on. And the haters couldn't wait because they know what's going on. But the haters and the racists know majority of the collective of people out there who watch football, the racists know 90% of them don't know football, just like I know they don't know football. So the racists are going to present all false narratives out there like Shedeur is trash. And these so-called fans are going to go and run with it. But at this point, I don't care if the fans think Shedeur is trash. I'm not on the level of speaking if he's trash or not. I'm to the point as a father and a big brother and a mentor. What are you doing to that young man? You're trying to get him killed and injured. We all seen it. Why did you leave him in the game that long only to take him out during the 2-minute drill and put Tyler Huntley in there? When you seen your quarterback was going through all that, you should have been taken him out. You took him out in the last 2 minutes because your job was done already. Your mission was completed already to sabotage him to the highest degree. And the only reason you took him out, you understood, damn, Shedeur is too durable. Damn, we thought he was going to get injured so we can have an excuse to skedaddle out of there, right? I'm going to pray, bro. The voodoo educational purpose is very real. That's all I'm going to say to that. Certain things we can't say on YouTube, so don't let that go over your head. I got to go see the woo lady right quick. Shout out to all them Z's in Florida and all around the world. And shout out to them folks from Louisiana. Beautiful black Americans from Louisiana and beautiful Haitians from Haiti know what I'm talking about. Let me say that again. Actually, through 3 groups of people. Beautiful Mexicans, my Mexican brown brothers from Mexico know what I'm talking about, the woo lady. Beautiful black Americans from Louisiana know what I mean, goddammit, about the woo lady. And them Z's, they know what I mean about the woo lady. I'm not lying, bro. I'm going to go to the little girl that I sleep with. You feel me? That's my wife, by the way. When I say that, that's doing a cute thing to my wife, because you're going to be little girl. Don't play with me. Listen to what I'm telling you. I'm going to go to that little girl, my wife, and say, babe, you got to hit up the woo lady for me. Let's handle some things right quick. We got to have some rituals going on right quick. And I do, bro, all in my heart. They say don't pray on nobody downfall. Man, I'm not taking no high road with none of y'all. You're a piece of shit, and there will be celebration. I don't know if y'all ever watched the Trailer Park Boys. Jim Leahy, rest in peace to Jim Leahy from the Trailer Park Boys. When he would get rid of his ops, he had a liquor cabinet, and he would drink. He had each liquor bottle labeled on each one of his ops' name was labeled on that bottle. I already started something like that for y'all, Coach Kevin, long before you did that to Shador. Everybody who's been watching this platform, our platform, because I call this our platform. I Smoke Hip Hop Live is for everybody. The voice that don't get heard, the little people who don't get to speak up because they don't have a voice that can echo around. So I speak for them, the voiceless. And I'm letting you know I've been had all of y'all on my hit list. Because of Shedeur, I ain't want to sabotage him. I kind of reversed back because a lot of these black folks who look like me, they're the ones who are embarrassed by me. They see me calling out all the people who need to be held accountable, and they're not a strong brother like me. So they always want that acceptance from your community, Coach Kevin. So they always put their heads down. Nah, bro, my mama didn't even teach me to put my head up because she's one of the people who, when she see you Mayo people, she said, bro, why are you guys acting up in front of them white folks? Fuck that. It took homeless people who said, bro, when you walk around them, you held your head up high. You don't never put your head down for nobody. So the gloves are off. Let's start the countdown, bro. And I'm coming for everybody in that house of yours, Coach Kevin. I don't want to hear from nobody. I got my orange today. We representing that Cleveland community. It's time to get the vagabonds out of here. I'm not giving you my regular stitch. No intros, no outros. You just getting God bodied up in this bitch.